What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mir, aka Big Mir. Television. We back again with another video, bruh. So look, today we about to be watching this film theory video, and I know some people in the comments, bruh, y'all was like, "Hey, bruh, this joke funny, y'all. You really need to react to some more of the film theory. It get really hectic in there." So look, I'm about to just react to this new one that they just dropped. Mario is Immortal. This is based off the Super Mario movie. Now, y'all know that I did a reaction to the trailer, and I said I was going to see the movie soon. I haven't seen it yet, sir. Haven't seen it yet, sir. So, look, we about to check out this film theory, and I'm really curious to see this because, due to my knowledge, Mario had a certain set of lives. So, we about to see what they talking about right here. So, let's just get into it. Hold up. Let me pull it up real quick. I be fitting together. Ain't gonna say too shit.
While the swing for the fences theory here is that this Super Mario movie is gonna be a musical.
Peaches, 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 peaches.
Nailed it. Fun fact, that song Peaches, yeah, that thing is now eligible for the Best Original Song Oscar. Academy Award-winning songwriter King Koopa. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Hello, Internet, it's me, a film
wait a minute,
theory.
he made a song off of Peaches? Yo, I would have never thought Bowser would do something so lame.
The show that definitely beat the obstacle course on the first try.
He seems like such the bad guy.
So the Super Mario Brothers movie came out.
Although, I'm not going to lie, I did hear a Mario theory that Bowser was not the villain in this story and that it was actually Mario because of the simple fact that Bowser's girl was actually the one that Mario was with and Mario stole her from Bowser. So it's like the story is reversed because they're making it seem like Bowser's really just trying to get his girl back. But Mario, like, they're trying to make it seem like he's the villain, but they're really going back and forth to really, like, you know what I'm saying? It's all over. Yeah, and it's saying.
I'm just saying, it was a blast.
I'm just saying, bro.
Kino,
that's just the theory I see. So
no,
we're going to see if they say
not.
something
The
like
pacing
that.
was a bit uneven. The random 80s pop song inserts just didn't work. And Peach's motivations for taking Mario with her on the adventure were weaker than a stack of Goombas. But darn it, if I didn't have a smile plastered across my face the second the GameCube jingle played as a cell phone ringtone. Or when the brothers platformed their way through a 2D
Which y'all think is like the best,
or when
like,
the DK
video
rap
game
kicked into
that
high
came
gear
out
during Donkey Kong's WrestleMania
in
entrance.
that era.
So
like
awesome.
In the Mario,
On that topic though,
Pac-Man,
that was
type of era.
probably my biggest complaint about the movie. The creator of
Even
the
the
DK
Donkey
rap
Kong
isn't
was out.
credited. Yeah, well, all the other
Ralph
songs
was
have their
out.
writers and musicians properly credited. The DK rap is just from Donkey Kong 64. Real classy there, Universal. I mean, I know Seth Rogen said,
objectively, one of the worst rap songs of all time.
but that doesn't mean that the man behind this masterpiece, epic game composer Grant Kirkhope, should be overlooked. Artists deserve to be credited for their hard work, and that includes the DK rap, no matter what Seth Rogen thinks about it. And the snub was obviously enough to upset Grant. So here's what I propose, loyal theorists. Let's work together to change the Mario movie. If you have yourself a Twitter account, go.
Bro, let's get to the theory, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even trying to be too disrespectful, but I'm trying to get to the theory, bro.
Or let me tell you there, friends, there was so much in this thing. We here at Theorist HQ actually have a ton of ideas, and we're button passion where Mar twisted down a mushroom and design yourself a cart, friendos. One subtle detail that I think most people overlook in this new movie is how they visualize the damage that Mario is taking. Through all of the punishment that he takes in the Mushroom Kingdom, Mario comes away basically unscathed. For instance, in the arena battle against Donkey Kong, Mario gets rocked. He's grabbed, smashed, tossed, slammed, and made into the equivalent of plumber Play-Doh.
Oh my
and yet his body reflects none of that damage. He is literally on the verge of passing out. There's not a scrape or bruise on him, either during or after the fight. Big deal, right? It's a Mario movie. What do I expect? It's not like they're gonna show the main character
like they really try to make this man like he's a hero though. Like just imagine if that was how it was the whole time.
All the characters are sucked back out of the warp pipe and launched into Brooklyn. And here we once again see Mario taking a lot of hard knocks, except this time his body is showing all the damage, complete with a black eye and a bruise on his cheek. I mean, these sorts of design choices aren't made casually, especially for big feature film collaborations between two companies like this. And especially when one of those companies is Nintendo, one that's so protective of their characters that they gave Disney notes about how Bowser would hold his teacup in Wreck-It Ralph. It's also not like Bowser was rougher with Mario out here than anything we saw happen inside the Mushroom Kingdom. There are multiple occasions where both Mario and Luigi probably should have died during their adventures. Adding to this idea, early on in the movie, we see Bowser uses flame flame breath on a disobedient Koopa. But instead of killing him, this act scorches off all his outer flesh, transforming that Koopa from a turtle into a dry bones. What this tells us is that people's biologies seem to act differently across the different worlds or kingdoms of the Mario universe, and that, for whatever reason, the
He didn't even fry his shoes, bro.
Itself is somehow
They didn't even want to peep that.
Your body. What this tells me is that in the final act of the movie, as Luigi is lowered down into the pit of lava and nearly burns to death, what really would have happened if that scene had continued would have been him turning into a living skeleton rather than immediate and permanent death. Still a downgrade from fleshy human status for sure, but hey, at least it's not death. So take a chill pill there, Luigi. Death only appears to be permanent if it's out in the real world. Okay. Theory number 2. Did you notice the cavalcade of Nintendo references that are packed into this movie? Of course you did. It's impossible.
Yo, Toad was one of my favorite characters, especially the one with the blue one, like the blue circle on his head. Cause like anytime I would always play with like Super Mario Brothers or like Super Mario like go-kart or whatever. Bro, I would always choose Toad because he'd be having he would make that little sound, bro. I don't know what
there were
I
so
don't know
many
how to
in this
do
thing
it, but
that
like
the new Rockstar's
Toad
Easter
was
egg
just like
video
a
that
cool
breaks this
dude,
puppy
bro.
down is gonna be longer than
It was
the
Toad and
actual
Yoshi.
movie.
That's all
Some of my
that's
personal
all I
favorites,
picked.
obviously the songs I mentioned earlier, like the DK rap, but there was also the Super Mario rap from their old TV show that was used in the commercial.
Oh, we're the Mario Brothers and plumbing.
All the construction signs have Game & Watch characters on them. That's really fun. There's
That's
the shot of
before my
Mario
time.
versus Bowser framed like it's a KO in Super Smash at the
Yeah,
end.
Super
And that
Smash
moment
was
that
my
Mario
thing.
defeats Bowser by launching him with his tail. A direct callback to Mario 64. But it was the non-Mario game references that got me the most interested. Mario has a toy R-Wing model from Star Fox in his room. There's an F-Zero poster hanging from his wall. The Punch-Out Pizzeria is a big old nod to the boxing adventures of Little Mac, which is also fitting since Mario was the referee of that original game.
Oh,
There's also
wow.
an Ice Climbers Easter egg on one of the awnings of the streets of Brooklyn. There's the whole scene of him playing Kid Icarus, which we're gonna talk about a lot more later. But to me, it's what isn't there that stands out the most. In a movie that's literally a Nintendo victory lap, crammed full of every IP they got, the omissions are telling. Did you notice the distinct lack of anything
Bro,
related
you know
to
what I think? You know what I just think they are, like without all the theories just like put aside. I think those are kind of just like, they're not called callbacks, but for right now, I'm just gonna use that word. That's like a point of reference. Like if you point, if you put something behind the camera so that the audience can see it as well, but it's not really like made an emphasis of the video. It's like a point of interest, like a callback or anything. It's like almost like if you have a sponsor or something. I think it's just because Nintendo has so many good games that they can just put those references like in other movies, and to people who may not realize it, they won't realize it, but the people who do realize it, they're like, oh, that's another game that I play. You know what I'm saying? I think they just want to call it back. But I find that it's interesting how they put them together, like in the movies and games and stuff like that. I didn't know that they had put them together like that. Like I would have never guessed that they would have those two Icemen in the Mario Maker movie.
to Zelda,
that's cool.
Metroid, Pokemon, Kirby? Well, that tells me that Nintendo has
I
carved
have
those
seen
IP out to
Kirby
shop around. I suspect that
in,
according to the contract, anything
Super
that
Mario,
appears in
though,
this
in
movie
some-
would
in
have
some
to
way
have
or
been
form or
committed to a
fashion.
production in partnership with Illumination. And since those are the main IP that Nintendo is lining up to continue their multimedia movie push, keeping them out was an intentional choice to have them remain as free agents. Speaking of missing characters, the Mario movie is literally a timeline of Mario games. The whole thing begins
Yeah,
with
that's
Mario
what
and
I'm
Luigi
saying. I
talking
like
to
how
Fortnite
they
and Spike about their
incorporate that, like how
construction
they have-
jobs and being part
Now,
of the
if
wrecking
it's
crew,
in
and it all
order,
ends with
that would
Bowser's
be-
wedding
that would
where
be
he
dope.
wears
I'm
the
not
exact
gonna lie.
outfit from Mario Odyssey. Basically, this thing is giving you a complete picture of Mario across the years, beginning to end. And then they put in practically every
But look though, you see what I'm saying though? Look how he's about to get ready to marry. Is that Princess who? Is that that's Peaches right there, ain't it? Who's the other one with the brown hair? Is that Daisy? I don't know. But anyway, if that's Princess Peaches, he's already about to marry her, and then Mario come busting in the room like, what's good though? Like, this is my whole wife. That's probably why he's at the piano singing for Peaches, because he can't get his girl back. Mario is a thief, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, when I seen that theory, I instantly believed it. Because I'm like, yo, there's no way that they just really flipped the story like that. And they probably did, bruh. There's so many other movies, like in Disney and like really Disney is really all I can remember right now, where they have like the theories of it is like kind of like skewed, like they're flipped though. So I won't even like. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all gotta type that in Google or look that up somewhere. I'm trying to tell y'all. Mario is the villain here.
Picture of
And he's a
Mario
plumber.
across the years beginning to
Know what
end.
they
And
said
then they
about
put
that,
in
bro.
practically
Come
every
on.
power-up you'd want to see in this thing. Mushrooms, stars, fire flowers, sure, that's to be expected, but also mini mushrooms, tanuki suits, ice flowers, the frickin' cat suit. That made me wonder, where could they possibly go next? When your first film is literally a highlight reel of 35 years worth of games, what else can you possibly include? Well, obviously, with Bowser temporarily out of commission, the next one has got to star Wario and our meme lord and savior Waluigi trying to nab Yoshi eggs from Yoshi's Island. That one seems like a no-brainer. Maybe throw some Koopalings in there for good measure. And after that, we're gonna be taking a trip to space to explore some galaxies. Or finally, I'd expect we meet our last and most important character, Rosalina. And it's then, in the proposed third movie of this trilogy, where we'll be revealed Peach's origins. Which then brings us to theory number 3, Peach is a star. During a scene in Act 2, as Mario, Peach, and Toad are on their way to try and recruit the Kong army against Bowser's invasion, the trio spend a night in a field full of fire flowers. Mario and Peach use the opportunity to do some character development, telling each other and the audience about their backstories and motivations. And it's here that Peach reveals that she doesn't know where she's from. The only thing
Bruh, go ahead. I was really trying to see where they were getting to the point though. Like I'm in my head, like, I'm creating my own theory at this point. Bruh, how does she not know where she's from? How is she a princess of a place that she don't know where she's from, bruh? You know what I think, bruh? You know what I truly think? Peach is playing Mario and Bowser. Maybe Bowser, cause look, let me explain what I was saying earlier, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Bowser and Peach were really about to get married for real, right? But Mario, obviously, he doesn't seem like he's from Bowser Kingdom or from Princess Peach's whatever kingdom. So he probably lived somewhere else with Mario and Luigi and Waluigi and them. But we all know that they look differently than them. Don't we know that? Okay, so what if they were doing plumbing work and Mario or Peach took a liking to each other, and now Peach was going away with Mario, or Mario was sneaking off with Peach, and Bowser didn't even know it though. But whole time, Mario was really trying to steal Peach from Bowser. So in the story from what we play, Mario is trying to take Peach back from Bowser because he really has a love connection with her, and he already knows that Bowser is Peach's man. But he don't care though. He does not care. Mario is still a thief and he's still a grimy person here. And I'm trying to tell y'all. But what if just Peach is just knowing that already? What if Peach knows that she don't even know where she's from, and that's why she's trying to play them both to see which kingdom she's gonna get in better? Bro, I'm trying to tell y'all.
What she does know is that it's not
I probably took this all the way to left
It's here that we see her earliest memory, arriving in the Mushroom
all the way to
Kingdom
left
from a
field,
pipe
but
as
I'm
an
just
infant
saying,
and then
bruh.
getting adopted
Since
by
they're
the
making
Toads.
theories,
Mario wonders
I
if
can make
Peach could
one
be a
too,
human
right?
from
Come
his
on.
world, but given
That's
the way
why y'all
Peach
here.
reacts to this question, I kind of doubt it. She just kind of softly smiles, turns away, looks up at the night sky, and says, "It's a big universe out there with a lot of galaxies." Now, if that right there isn't a giant neon billboard spelling out theory bait, I don't know what is. So obviously, it seems like they're setting up some future films to explore Mario Galaxy stuff, and that stuff is going to be directly related to Peach's backstory. But I suspect we can actually get more specific here. Hear me out on this, but what if Peach is literally a humanoid star? One of the superstars
What?
that's
Where did
somehow
y'all
taken
get
human
that
form.
from?
Might sound like a stretch, but let's look at some of the evidence. If we look back at that scene where baby Peach arrives in the Mushroom Kingdom, there's lots of little details that start adding to the theory. Firstly, Peach arrives out of a pipe that's constantly glowing, unlike Mario, who arrives in a pipe that flashes as it spits him out, but then turns entirely dark. That right there tells me there's
Cause he's evil, bruh. I'm trying to tell y'all, bruh. Didn't I just tell y'all? Okay, I might got the kingdoms messed up. They must all live in Mushroom Kingdoms, but in different cities. Come on now, bruh. It's just like, come on now, bruh. Like, it's just you in northwest, south. You're like, come on, like, bruh. That's just literally what it is. But Mario came out of a dark pipe, bro. Peach is coming out of a glowing one. it's illumined. What you know what I'm saying?
some really powerful magic on the
Hell,
other
there's
side
so
of that
many
pipe. The most
fluorescent
powerful
colors,
thing
you
that
know
we
what
see in
I'm
this
saying?
world are the superstars. And wouldn't you know it, they glow, just like the pipe. Secondly, the skirt that Baby Peach is
trying to
wearing
tell
in the
y'all,
scene
Mario
is
is
covered in a
evil,
repeating
bruh.
pattern of stars and moons. A character's design in an important flashback like this likely had input from everyone up the chain of command in both Illumination and
need
Nintendo.
to start
This
wearing my
detail is
hats
something
again,
that they
'cause this
100%
light right here,
wanted
though,
in
is
there.
very
Thirdly,
bright.
Peach
I'm
is
not gonna
clearly
lie.
powerful. Not only is she a capable warrior, but it also appears like she's always been powerful, since she was able to do the obstacle course that Mario struggles with on her first try. The only other time we see
word?
anyone as capable as her is when Mario and Luigi have the power of the superstar at the end of the movie. Also, this is a bit of a minor point, but I figured I should mention it. We also see both Baby Mario and Baby Luigi in the film, and both of them have these weird little beady eyes, basically just pupils without the white sclera around it. But Baby Peach, her eyes are fully formed. They're big and they're blue and they have a giant sclera. Probably has more to do with being consistent with the already existing designs of the baby versions of these characters that we see in the video games, but it does certainly add more evidence to the Peach isn't human pile. The babies that we know are
Why wouldn't
humans
she
have
be
eyes that
human?
look
Wouldn't it
this
look
way,
like
and the
Mario
babies
and,
that
and
might not
Luigi
be
look
human,
more
but
like
might come from outer
mushrooms, though?
space, look like this.
Hold on, man. Peach looks more human than Mario and Luigi.
Another big point here, when Peach first meets Mario, she excitedly asks him, "You're a human. You are a human, right?" Before commenting that she thought he'd be bigger and asking where he came from. But obviously that then begs the question, how does Peach know what a human is? For someone who grew up with a race of fungus
He
people
just
since
gave
she
us
was
a different
literal
angle
infant,
here.
it's a weird piece of knowledge to have. The bigger issue here, though, is that kids lose their memories. At a certain point in childhood, usually around the age of 3 when they become verbal, they undergo what's known as childhood amnesia, the natural and gradual loss of memories from the first few years of life. In this scene, we see Peach using a pacifier, but also able to walk. Now, human babies begin walking anywhere between 10 and 18 months,
Yeah,
and
they usually have
pacifiers can honestly
pacifiers
hang around as
sometimes.
long as parents are willing to let their kids use them. The long and short of
Yeah.
this is that Peach in this scene is probably around the age of 2. And
Yeah,
even if
that-
Peach
yeah, that's
were
cool.
a human and knew about it at this age, that knowledge would likely have been lost as part of the childhood amnesia process. Instead, the knowledge of what a human
So
is
you
seems
forget
more
that
like some
you're
sort
human?
of innate knowledge that
What?
an intergalactic traveler might have, or at least someone who's gotten a lot of knowledge about the different galaxies and the races that are contained therein. There's also a ton of evidence that we can actually bring in here from the games as well. In some truly ancient game theories that are almost 9 years old at this point, we talked about the origins and parentage of the character Rosalina, a space-traveling princess from the Mario Galaxy games, who is quite literally mother to the stars. Those theories are great, by the way.
What?
They
Oh,
hold up
hold
really
on,
well.
bro.
They're
What am I
old,
seeing
but
right here?
man,
Peach
to
is
this day, they are
dead?
some of my favorites that we've ever done. Anyway, to quickly summarize here, throughout Super Mario Galaxy, Rosalina reads from a storybook about a sad little girl in search of Aluma's missing mother. Though it's never explicitly stated, the story is likely about Rosalina herself. In the book, we see glimpses of Rosalina's mother, who looks an awful lot like Peach, and who also has herself Peach's earrings. We also see Rosalina's childhood castle, one that has itself the exact same silhouette as Peach's castle in most depictions. Symmetrical
So are they
spires on the
sisters?
sides and one large spire in the middle.
Yeah.
Genetically, Rosalina's eye color, hair color, earlobes, and even her left-handedness would all match with Peach. And even the author of this storybook portion of the game has gone on record to say that his original intent was for Rosalina and Peach to be related. There's also the French translation of this story, which makes mention of a father's signature mustache. So isn't it suspicious then that the movie goes out of its way to further the connection between Peach and other galaxies? The filmmakers are outright doing everything in their power but spelling out Peach as Rosalina's mom in the night sky. Additionally, the captive nihilistic Luma Lee from the movie outright says, time, like hope, is an illusion. Another point towards that old theory of iterative variants of the universe and the connection between Peach and the stars. I suspect that
Why
in
wouldn't they
movie
be
3
sisters,
they'll be
though?
coming to this realization
That would
of
mean
the
that
family
Peach is,
connection,
like,
and then there will be a
old,
final
for
reset
real.
of the timeline to start things all over again. Exactly what we saw with the original Mario Galaxy. And finally, that brings us to theory number 4, or I guess more observation number 4. As we talked about earlier, we see Mario playing Kid Icarus on the Nintendo Entertainment System, the
Okay.
very first home console that Nintendo released stateside. Now at first you might be thinking to yourself, so what? Famous Nintendo product being featured as an Easter egg in a movie about Nintendo's biggest franchise. What's the big deal with that? Well, it's actually huge. You see, if Mario's a real person in this universe, that means that his games don't exist. Now, some version of Donkey Kong, or in this case Jumpman, still exists in this universe. We see an altered version of the original Donkey Kong arcade cabinet in the Punch-Out Pizzeria, with a Yeti in place of DK and different humans in the places of Mario and Lady. But everything that Mario as an IP has touched doesn't really seem to be a thing in this world. The existence of the Punch-Out Pizzeria means that Mike Tyson's Punch-Out couldn't have been a game. In fact, Mario's complete lack of acknowledgement towards any of the Mushroom Kingdom, Donkey Kong, Koopa Army, the Yoshi imagery, all of that means that basically nothing related to Mario Brothers or Yoshi's Island or Donkey Kong Country exist as video games in this world. Now, on the surface, that might not seem like much, until you remember that without the Mario games, there would be no Nintendo. See, when the NES hit store shelves, the United States was in the midst of the video game crash of 1983. Consumers didn't trust video games because there had been such a huge surplus of poorly made garbage games, like the infamous Atari version of E.T. years before. That sentiment was only able to get turned around when Nintendo released the Nintendo Entertainment System.
That's what I'm saying though, like Mario was like that. That's why I feel like it's one of the best games.
Good, actually. And the main way they proved that, the original Super Mario Brothers platformer was a pack-in title for the console. Americans only started to trust video games again when they popped in Super Mario Brothers and saw that it was a high-quality, fun game. And the numbers absolutely reflect this fact. The Nintendo Entertainment System had a launch lineup of 17 games, including the likes of Kung Fu, Hogan's Alley, Gyromite, Excite Bike, a lot of ones that, you know, really set the world on fire, clearly. And then, of course, you had the creatively titled games like golf, pinball, baseball, and of course, there was also Mario. And of that group, Mario stood head and shoulders above the rest. Of the NES's top 5 selling games, 3 of them are Mario games. Super Mario Brothers alone as a pack-in title for the console sold 40 million units. It is one of the top selling video games of all time. Those Mario games at the top of the list total around 65 million units sold. The only game in the top 5 to not be a pack-in or Mario game sold
Tetris is cool though.
Zelda, Nintendo's
but it's not one of those games
that's
like you want to play all the time.
And don't
like Mario,
even get me started on Kid Icarus, who couldn't
like,
even crack the top 30 with only 1.7 million units sold. What I'm trying to say here is that without the Mario games, the NES likely wouldn't have caught the public's attention, and Nintendo likely wouldn't have survived the changing era of entertainment. Heck, video gaming itself may not have existed as a medium, considering that Mario was the game that won back everyone's trust. At the very least, the industry would have likely been set back by at least a decade from where it is today. No Super Mario means no new revolutionary 3D video game controls with Mario 64. That then translates to no new 3D platformer revolution.
I remember playing Mario 64.
Spyro the Dragon and Ocarina of Time. No Mario Kart, remake. No Super Smash Brothers.
I remember Mario 64 made a remake on like Xbox 360, bruh. And like back then, it was a good game just because it was just fun. But like now, it probably would be trash. But I'm trying to tell y'all, like the remake was crazy, bruh. Like I would play that all the time. And then I would play Mario on my DS when I was younger. Like Mario was like literally one of those. It wouldn't make you like, it would make you mad. But then it was like if you played Mario with people, y'all all would share the same anger in the game, and it would make you. It would like fuel you to want to pass the level even more. You feel me? Like Mario was just like, it was just like something about getting that star, bro. I don't know, like you know what I'm saying, but.
Omitting two of the most impactful and highest selling video game franchises of all time. And the lackluster growth of video games would probably also translate to differences in the Sony PlayStation and Xbox. And all of this is without even touching all the ancillary businesses like the CGI tech, all the amazing lighters and shaders and game engines that have been built off the backs of gaming. And all of that gaming off the back of Mario. With Mario being a real guy in this world instead of a video game character, it means that one of the other Nintendo IPs had to have been the one that spearheaded
he took his glasses off is funny.
As we know it, and based on the fact that Mario has F-Zero posters and Star Fox replicas,
I feel like those are like references.
No Kirby plushie, I can't think of the word, it means that none of them
but y'all know what I'm talking about
either. In short, what we're seeing in the Mario movie is a timeline where Kid Icarus was the killer app.
If I was to put Mirror Pier or Big Mirror Television back there, right there, those would be like points, you know what I'm saying? But right now, I just got it clean because you know what I'm saying? I'm in my self-care era, you know what I'm saying? As a man.
For Nintendo's rebirth of gaming, all its vertical platforming, all its eggplants, all of this. Oh no, we've entered into the darkest timeline. But hey, that's just a theory. A film theory.
Nah, I swear.
And cut.
The reason,
Given the
look,
wild success of the Mario
he
movie
about to
and the
drop
Last
us-
of Us series, I expect we're gonna be
do
seeing a
this at
lot
the
more of
end.
these video game tie-ins in the future.
I think this is it. Man, look, I really love this dude's channel, bro. And I swear I gotta meet this man one day, bro. Like, we really gotta, hey, hold on, I must be on my other account because I know I'm subbed. Well, if I'm not subbed, then let me just go ahead and do that right now because I definitely thought I was subbed. But anyway, bruh, I love this man. First of all, I'm a theory type of person. You know what I'm saying? Accessing different type of points and point of views to come up to what a conclusion, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm there with you. You feel me? And I feel like, well, with Super Mario, bro, I'm not too in with the old games. Like I said, I was so used to playing it for fun. Like, I'm now I play games for like the storylines and stuff like that. Like, I look at it through a different lens, if that means anything. You know what I'm saying? But Mario, bruh, I'm trying to tell you, like, we gotta have like a theory like conversation on something like very interesting, bruh. Cause I really feel like his videos is very perfect. I feel like they're literally just like what I be thinking sometimes, for real. And the fact and how he can like pinpoint other other times, and he comes with his facts though. He comes with it. You know, he comes with info. You feel me? And then if, you know, but I ain't gonna spend too much talking about the videos, man. Look, I love his stuff, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But anyway, if you like the video, man. Like the video, man. Like I said, bro, I'm up early in the morning. It's like 5:30 right now, bro. I didn't even wash my face, man. You know what I'm saying? I may got the little crusty. You know what I'm saying? The crusty. But I'm here, though. You feel me? You ain't got to know all about that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, though, I'm going to get out of here, man. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Peace.